Officials have closed a long stretch of the Bay of Plenty coastline in New Zealand as the country's maritime disaster worsens. Beaches have been blackened overnight after more oil washed ashore. Some of the 88 containers which have so far fallen off the Renner cargo ship have also made it to land. And a second crew member has now appeared in court charged with maritime offences. Salvage crews are still planning to return to the freighter, which is wedged on a reef 20 kilometres offshore and at risk of breaking up.
This is one of the Tauranga area's summer hotspots, Mount Maunganui Ocean Beach, littered with rotting burger patties. It's thought there are around 70 more containers floating in the sea. Some have already washed up on nearby Moteti Island. Most of the drifting containers should be south of the main shipping lanes, in and out of the major port of Tauranga. So the Port of Tauranga is using state-of-the-art technology to check for semi-submerged containers that might present a hazard for shipping along the major routes.
We ourselves have a very flash sonar system. We're towing in the water behind one of our workboats, and what's called a magnetometer, which will find any ferrous metals under the water within a 200-metre radius.
A small salvage team managed to get back on board the Rena this morning as the weather eased somewhat. They're checking the ship's structure and pumping systems to determine if it's safe for the rest of the salvage team to resume the difficult task of getting more of the fuel out of the tanks.
There's been a considerable amount of damage on the vessel, and they need to make sure that it's first of all safe to operate, secondly that it can be operated, and then once they've done that, the other salvage crew is also on standby and ready to be able to go back on board the vessel to start operations.
Health and safety is a major concern with the ship on a massive list. More containers could tumble. Maritime New Zealand's still planning on a scenario which involves the back half of the 47,000-tonne ship breaking off. That's hanging over deeper water, so the middle of the ship is being stressed repeatedly by wave action, moving the stern up and down. If the back half does break off, tugs will try to tow it to shallower water so fuel can safely be removed.